I'm Shane Richardson, defensive coordinator for the UNCP Braves football team. We just won the Two Rivers Classic for the third year in a row, and you're watching the Black and Gold Report on WFXB.
Hello, Braves fans, and welcome to this week's edition of the Black and Gold Report, a program all about UNCP athletics. I'm Kevin Freeman. On the show today, we're going to have head football coach Pete Shinnick, and then we'll be discussing in the second half of the show, we'll be talking with head men's soccer coach Phil Heinsohn. But first, we're joined by Coach Shinnick. Coach, welcome back.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Let's talk a little bit about the Two Rivers Classic. You won it for the third year in a row, a very tough-fought 33-27 win over the Broncos. Give us your overall impression of the game.
Well, just really pleased with how our guys came into the game, very focused. They were excited about the opportunity. A lot of new guys playing. We've been in this game for 2 years, as you said, and for the most part, we had the same names playing in it the last 2 years. This year, with many new starters, a lot of different new faces, excited to see them hang in there. A lot of things didn't go our way throughout the course of the game. We made a couple of big mistakes on defense, numerous mistakes in special teams, but we still found a way to win. So I was very excited for our guys to see that happen.
Definitely, and anytime you can walk away with a W, that's a good thing, right? So how important is it to you to win your first game, to start off 1-0, particularly with a team, like you said, that there were a lot of question marks about? Nobody knew what to expect with a lot of the new faces that we were seeing on offense and on defense. How important is getting that first W?
Well, I think it's very important because it builds. You spend 3 weeks in camp, and you're together for 24, 25 days, something like that, getting ready for your first game. You put a lot of work and effort to come out of the gate and do well. And so for our guys to be able to build on that, it's not, okay, well, this didn't go well, we got to rebuild or we got to restart or whatever. We can get the momentum that we had in camp, keep it going, and now take it into our second game. So I think the first game is very important. We've been fortunate. Last couple of years we've been able to win that first one, and it's kind of propelled us into a good start for the last couple seasons.
And Fayetteville State was a good team this year. I mean, they definitely had made some improvements. I think they were stronger on both sides of the ball this year than they were last year. So it was a very, very good challenge for your team. And given how tough your schedule is for the entire season, I think it was it gave your players the idea that, hey, we know that we can win against good teams.
Mm-hmm. No, exactly. Fayetteville State won their last 5 games, I believe, last year. I think they came in with a lot of momentum. We didn't play well at the end of the season last year, so this was a very nice way to get started.
Well, let's talk about Luke Charles. He had a very solid game in his first ever start for UNCP. He had some pretty big shoes to fill, given the departure of the previous quarterback. But looking at the numbers here, 19 of 35. He had 270 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, arguably most importantly, no interceptions. Did he control the offense, and what did you think about him that weekend?
Very pleased with Luke and how he handled things. Still a learning process, still a growing process for him. There's some things that I think he can improve upon. The main thing he did very well, though, is he sat in the pocket and he trusted his offensive line. I believe he got hit a few times there right as he was releasing the ball. He really, on his touchdown pass to T-Vel Williams in the corner of the end zone, got hit right as he released it. And then on the long pass to Donald Britt down the Fayetteville State sideline, he got hit right as he released it. And so if you've got a guy who's kind of scared about being in the pocket, I'm not sure we have those 2 big plays. So a lot of credit for him being tough, playing hard. And then last half of the game, I think he really put us in the right situation and in the right plays. So excited to see him continue to grow and grow into this role as our starting quarterback.
A lot of times you see a quarterback who hasn't had a lot of experience get happy feet kind of in the pocket there, but he definitely showed some composure. He showed some maturity, and that definitely bodes well for things to come, I think, right?
No doubt. It's tough to do. It's not an easy job. If you want to stand back there and see a bunch of guys run at you and stay calm, that's tough to do. Luke did that very well, so I'm excited about that.
Excellent. Let's move on to Travis Daniels. I mean, the running game kind of struggled a little bit, particularly at the end of last season, but Travis Daniels got off to a really good start. He had 129 yards rushing in 20 attempts. I know you said during the offseason that Travis looks as good as you've ever seen him, so this really bodes well for the running game, doesn't it?
It does. Travis came into camp in great shape, and he has just continued this whole time through trying to maintain that high level that he had in 2008. 2009, he got going very, very well. 2010 was not a good season for him. I'm excited for where he's at right now.
Excellent, and that definitely makes Luke Charles's game easier. It makes the passing game work better when you have an established running game.
No doubt. And I'm excited for Travis Daniels. We've got 3 running backs that ran well. Elliott Powell ran for over 100 yards. DeMonte Terry ran for, I think, right around 50. So we've got a pretty good attack going, and Luke balanced that well with some good passes.
Did the team stay healthy? Did you have any injuries that you're worried about with the upcoming game against Chowan?
We lost one guy. Josh Barber hurt his knee. We're getting that reevaluated right now. He was playing special teams for us, but none of our top starters or really our top 18 were injured. And we got a couple guys back that we didn't have in the first game. So I think we'll actually be a little healthier going into Chowan than we were going into FSU.
All right, Coach, we're going to take our first commercial break. We come back, we'll talk more to Coach Shinnick about the upcoming game against Chowan.